Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Isaac here, and today I just wanted to go over Todd McShay's 2022 NFL mock draft. So pretty much every year, Todd McShay, all those NFL, ESPN reporters, they put out their mock drafts. They have 1.0, 2.0, and they keep going all the way until draft day, of course. So yeah, I got the mock draft up here, and we go ahead and check that out. All right, starting this draft off with the number one overall pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Evan Neal, offensive tackle out of Alabama. Pretty sure most of us have him going number one overall, first overall. Uh, he can help out, protect Trevor Lawrence. Definitely need to keep him off the floor, keep him healthy. Great, solid pickup, I believe. Best offensive tackle in the draft. Good pickup for Jacksonville. Number two overall pick, defensive end out of Michigan, Aiden Hutchinson going to the Detroit Lions. Again, another good pickup. I'm pretty sure Detroit at this point is just trying to accumulate as much talent as they can on both sides of the ball. Uh, Another good pick. Number three overall selection will be Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Notre Dame. Another great player, in my opinion. Kyle Hamilton is the number one safety prospect and probably one of the best prospects in the whole draft when it comes to defense. Great player overall, great ball skills, and definitely going to add to that Houston Texans secondary. Moving on, number four overall pick to the New York Jets is, I'm probably going to mess this up, Ikem Owanku, offensive lineman out of North Carolina State. Again, the Jets have a young quarterback like the Jaguars, and they need offensive lineman help to keep him healthy and keep him off the floor. I believe it'll be a good fit. Number five pick will be Kayvon Thibodeau, defensive end out of Oregon, going to the New York Giants. Thibodeau probably the best defensive line prospect in this draft. Good pickup for New York. Probably has the most upside out of all the prospects when it comes to defensive line. So that's a good pickup for New York. We'll see how that pans out if they draft him. Moving on, number six pick going to the Carolina Panthers is Ahmad Gardner. He is a cornerback out of Cincinnati. Good pickup. He's the first corner off of the board. I think he'll be a great fit. Going opposite of Stephon Gilmore, I believe. Yeah, he's in Carolina now. Yeah, he's in Carolina. So a good pickup. Definitely he won't have to cover the number one receivers. He could get some development, some tips from Stephon Gilmore, and yeah, I think it's a good pickup. Good pick for the Carolina Panthers. Next up for the seventh pick is Charles Cross going to the New York Giants via a Chicago Bears pick. He is an offensive tackle out of Mississippi State. Solid tackle, definitely one of the top tackles in this class. Help protect the Giants QB, Daniel Jones, and maybe future QB if he's out. So up next we have London Drake, wide receiver out of USC. With the eighth pick, he is going to the Atlanta Falcons. From what I heard, he is a really good receiver. Definitely great routes, great hands. He has had a little issue with injuries, but I'm confident once he gets to the NFL, better trainer, better training staff, they'll find a way to keep him on the field. A great pickup. He'll do good opposite of Kyle Pitts in Atlanta. Good pickup. Up next, with the ninth overall pick in the draft, the Denver Broncos are selecting Devin Lloyd, linebacker out of Utah. Good, solid linebacker. Only thing on this article, it does say that Lloyd could be this year's Michael Parsons in the first round, according to Todd McShay. I don't know about that one. Michael Parsons is pretty good. Unanimous defensive rookie of the year. Also, defensive player of the year candidate this year in his rookie year. It's going to be pretty hard to replicate, but we'll see. That aside, I do believe Devin Lloyd is the best linebacking prospect in this year's draft. He's a really good, solid player, and definitely he'll be a good fit for the Denver Broncos. Up next, with the 10th overall pick, the Seattle Seahawks. The New York Jets select Derek Stingley, cornerback out of LSU. The Jets get the selection via a Seattle Seahawks draft pick. Stingley is one of those prospects. He's been hyped up for a while now. Great young cornerback. He's going to have lots of picks. He has great hands and great coverage skills. Really good pickup for the Jets. And of course, like I said earlier, they're just trying to accumulate that talent and help build their team up. So that's a good pickup. I believe he'll do really good in that system. Number 11, Kenny Pickett, our first quarterback off the board. He comes from Pittsburgh, and he is now going to the Washington Commanders. Washington needs a QB. I don't think that Tyler Heineke is a future. I think he's around 30 now and is not looking any better. So Kenny Pickett, see if he can make it work, going to the Washington Commanders. Up next with the 12th pick, we have Trent McDuffie, cornerback out of Washington, going to the Minnesota Vikings. I believe solid pickup, good at corner prospects. The Vikings definitely could use him opposite of Patrick Peterson. I believe that he'll learn a lot from him, and another good pickup. Moving on up to the number 13 pick, Garrett Wilson, wide receiver out of Ohio State, going to the Cleveland Browns. Garrett Wilson, from what I know, great route runner, good speed, good receiver overall. Great pickup for the Browns. They gotta replace OBJ. I think Jarvis is gone this year. Give Baker Mayfield some help. I think they're also losing David Njoku, so they really gotta replenish their weapons. So I believe he'll do good in that system. He'll be a good fit. Up next, with the 14th pick, the Baltimore Ravens are selecting Tyler Linderbaum. He's probably the best center prospect in the draft. Really good when it comes to run blocking, from what I've seen. Hoping he slips to the Cowboys, unless something major happens to him. I don't believe that's going to happen. Really good pickup for the Baltimore Ravens. Up next, going to the Philadelphia Eagles, Nakobe Dean, linebacker out of Georgia. Georgia has a lot of good players this year on defense. Lots of good players in this draft. Good pickup for the Eagles. Good, a little bit undersized, but really good, solid linebacker. Definitely need that help for the Eagles. Their linebacker core is probably the worst in the league. Definitely is going to help them out. Back-to-back picks, back-to-back Georgia Bulldogs. 16th overall is Travon Walker, going to the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles again. Walker, as far as I know, he's a good, solid defensive end, I believe. Not too much film that I've seen on him. According to this article, it does say that he is 6'5", 275, so big guy. We'll see how he does in the system if they draft him. But solid pickup, I believe. Add to that Eagles defense. Now with the 17th pick in this draft. Second quarterback off the board. Malik Willis, QB out of Liberty. He is going... this is a trade. Todd McShay did add this as a trade. The trade was with the Chargers, so the Steelers are moving up to pick up Malik Willis, quarterback out of Liberty. Haven't watched the quarterbacks too much, honestly, but from what I know, not the best year for QBs, not the most talented class, but we'll see how it turns out. With the 18th pick, another QB back-to-back, Matt Corral out of Ole Miss. He is going to the New Orleans Saints. I believe that the Saints need a QB. I don't know what the problem is with Winston or the situation. I know they don't really trust Taysom Hill that much. They could use some new, young, fresh arms. I was gonna say legs, so arms. Of course, we're losing Sean Payton. Having a young QB can definitely help grow with the new coach. Number 19 is Treylon Burks, wide receiver out of Arkansas. He is going to the Philadelphia Eagles with their 3rd pick in the 1st round. Good pickup. I believe Treylon Burks is a really good receiver. Great prospect. One of those big physical receivers. He's probably, a comparison will be like AJ Brown, maybe a Metcalf. Really good, one of those big physical receivers. Definitely a good pickup to go opposite of Devontae Smith. Definitely a good pickup. Up next, another Georgia Bulldog with the 20th overall pick. This is the Chargers pick via the trade with the Steelers I talked about earlier. Jordan Davis, defensive tackle out of Georgia. Davis, he's a good defensive tackle, good big guy, good big, solid player. I think he's. Let me see. It doesn't say his measurements on this article, but as far as I know, he's a big boy. He can do really good in the system with the Chargers, and definitely is going to help him out. Up next, with the 21st pick, the New England Patriots select corner out of Washington, Kyler Gordon. Haven't seen too much film on him. I haven't seen his highlights very much, but a cornerback can do good. It can be a good pickup for the Patriots to go opposite of J.C. Jackson. I know J.C. Jackson balled out last year, had a lot of picks. Don't know if he'll be back this year. I don't know with his contract or what's up with it. But really, I think it'll be a good pickup to go opposite of J.C. Jackson. With the 22nd pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select Chris Olave, wide receiver out of Ohio State. Chris Olave is a speedster. I know the Raiders like their fast wide receivers, their burners, and he definitely fits the Las Vegas mold. A good pickup for the Raiders. Up next with the 23rd pick is Jermaine Johnson II, defensive end out of Florida. I know he's been climbing up a lot of draft boards lately. Good player, good solid player. Going to the Cardinals, definitely can help him out. Chandler Jones, if he's out this year, if he leaves, definitely can help pick up that slack. Now, moving on, 24th overall pick, the Dallas Cowboys. They're picking David Ojabo, defensive lineman out of Michigan. I have seen a little bit of tape on him. I believe he is a really good prospect, a really good defensive lineman. And if the Cowboys can't retain Randy Gregory, or if they release DeMarcus Lawrence to free up cap room, I believe he'll be a great addition to this defensive unit to go alongside Micah Parsons, and hopefully Randy Gregory or DeMarcus Lawrence, or both. It'll definitely be a scary sight for opposing defenses. Up next with the 25th pick is Andrew Booth Jr. He is a cornerback out of Clemson going to the Bills. Good pickup for the Bills. I think they have Tre'Davious White as their quarterback number one. This Andrew Booth Jr. He could learn some stuff from him. Uh, Definitely a good pickup for the Bills, Buffalo Bills. Definitely good pickup. Up next with the 26th pick in the draft, George Karlaftis. He is a defensive end out of Purdue, going to the Tennessee Titans. Don't remember much of the Titans this year as far as their defensive line. I know their defense was a really good unit. As far as their defensive line, did they have the Javion Clowney? Did they have Clowney this year? Don't know. I want to say they did. No, maybe he was on the Browns. Hold on, give me a second. Let's see. Javion Clowney. Oh, he did play for the Browns. Never mind. He did play for the Browns. I know he did have. He's a free agent this year. He had a pretty good season with the Browns. Opposite of Myles Garrett, he had a pretty good season. Where was I? With the where we went over 27. With the 27th pick in the draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Jameson Williams, wide receiver out of Alabama. Good pickup, I believe, to go opposite of Mike Evans. I know they're probably losing Chris Godwin this year. And definitely whoever replaces Tom Brady definitely can use more weapons. Good pickup. I believe he'll do good with the Bucs. Next up is with the 28th pick, the Green Bay Packers select Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle out of Georgia. More Georgia tackles, more Georgia defensive players, man. Georgia's doing good this year when it comes to drafts, according to Mel Kiper. We don't know yet, but according to Mel Kiper, pretty good for Georgia this year. Devontae Wyatt, I know he was opposite of Jordan Davis, obviously. Haven't seen much film on him. Obviously won a national championship this year. With the Green Bay Packers, I believe they could definitely use help on their defensive line and help that defensive unit out. Solid pickup for them. Moving on, 29th pick, Trevor Penning, offensive tackle out of Northern Iowa, going to the Miami Dolphins. Good pickup. Definitely need to protect Tua, or if they get rid of him, any QB that's there, they definitely gotta take care of their QB. Good pickup. Up next, number 30 overall pick, Jahan Dotson, wide receiver out of Penn State, going to the Kansas City Chiefs. More weapons for Patrick Mahomes. More weapons, the more the merrier. Haven't seen too much film on him, but I believe he's a solid player. I believe, from what I've heard. Definitely adding to that arsenal in Kansas City. Moving on, 31st overall pick, the Super Bowl runner-ups, Cincinnati Bengals selecting offensive tackle Bernhard Raymond. Definitely Joe Burrow needs that protection, as we saw with the Super Bowl loss. Definitely can use some protection, some help on that line. So, good pickup, good player. He'll do good with the Bengals. And with the final pick, the Rams do not have it because they traded all their picks away. But it's going to be QB Sam Howell going to the Detroit Lions. Obviously, the Lions have Jared Goff. Don't really believe in him. I don't believe in him. I don't think the city of Detroit believes in him. Sam Howell out of North Carolina. I believe he is a good, solid QB. He can learn under Jared Goff maybe for a couple years. and hopefully he'll be ready. Hopefully he's not the next Matthew Stafford with all those losing seasons, but definitely a good spot to pick him in the drafts, and I believe he'll find a good home in Detroit. So yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on this draft, this mock draft. Um, Overall, pretty solid. Nothing too crazy that I've seen so far. That I know there'll be a lot more mock drafts coming out. Mel Kiper's 2.0, 3.0, all the way up to draft day. Um, yeah, make sure to leave a comment what you guys think. Well, who you guys want your team to draft? Who's your favorite team? What players you want? What's your biggest position of need for your team? Definitely let me know. That's it for tonight. Gotta start editing this video. Edit this video. Get ready to go to bed. It's Isaac signing out. I'll see you tomorrow.